Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our YouTube Live. Okay, for those of you I'm seeing for the first time this year, Happy New Year. Those of you who have seen some time during the week, welcome back again. So today we're going to go through a 45-minute class. Today we're going to go through a lot of Pumse. This is Pumse week, so we're going to go through as much as we can. So for I know most of your belt levels here. I got a lot of red belts, some purple belts, and some black stripes. But Christopher, can you remind me? You are a blue belt, I believe. Let me remind me if I'm correct or not. So yeah, as always, guys, right? If you are just entering the chat or entering the video, make sure that you put your name into the chat so I know who's here, right? In case I've missed anybody. Yeah. In the meantime, let's get started, shall we? Facing forward, two. In there. Start with jumping jacks. Let's begin. Up, two, set, net, tassel, yes, you go. Together. I hope you bring your knees up. Now, two, set, net, tassel, yes, you go. Together. I hope you jump left and right. Now, two, set, net, tassel. Yes, sir. You go. Together. I hope you go forward and back. Now, do set, net, tassel. Yes, sir. You go. Together. I hope you can put your right leg in front of you. Lift up your toes and lean forward. Now, do set, net, tassel. Yes, sir. You go. Together. I hope you change your legs. Now, do set, net, tassel, yes, sir. You go. Together. I hope you. Take side by side. Turn your leg. Bend your knee. Stretch your groin muscle. Now, do set, net, tassel, yes, sir. You go. Together. I hope you. Switch. Now, do set, net, tassel, yes, sir. You go. Together. I hope you. Push your knees out with your hands. Now, do set, net, tassel, yes, sir. You go. Together. I hope you. Hands on your waist. Make big circles with your hips. Now, do set, net, tassel, other way. Yes, sir. You go. Together. I hope you. Hands up to right and left. Now, do set, net, tassel, yes, sir. You go. Together. I hope you. Make circles with your hands. Now, do set, net, tassel, other way. Yes, sir. You go. Together. I hope you. Shake out your hands and your legs. Very good. So today for the warm-up, let's first start with some dynamic stretching. First one, very simple. You're going to swing your legs straight up and you're going to step back. So you're going to go right leg up. Now let's do a raising kick by my calf and up. Two. Set. Net. Tassel. Yes, sir. You go. There. Aho. Yo. Ha. Change your legs. Now. There. Set. Net. Tassel. Yes, sir. You go. There. Aho. Yo. Ha. Good. Shake out your legs. Okay, so from here, let's move on, and we're going to do some side kick swings. So what we're going to do is this. You're going to have your legs side by side. I want you to step behind and point your toes to the side, and you're going to swing your leg up sideways into side kick position and look at your foot. So it's going to look like this. Then you're going to come back down to the same spot. Let's do 5 this way and then 5 this way. So step behind and swing your leg straight up without bending your knee. Now, two, set, net, tassel, yes, sir. Good. Change your legs. Sorry, went one over there. Other leg. Ready? Now. Deux. set, net, toss up. Very good. Shaking out your legs. Okay, we got some new people here. Okay, Christopher's blue belt. We got Dominic, Gabriel, and we have Daniel as well. Very good. Welcome, guys, to the warm-up. Okay, let's move on. Next one, we're going to do a few exercises to open up your hip. First one, nice and simple. You're going to move your knees outwards in circles. Let's do 10 by my count. Now, 2, set, net, pass up, wrist up. Here you go. Good there. Aho. Yo. Let's do the opposite. Bring your hip out and then swing it back in. Now. 2, set, net, pass up, yes up. Here you go. Good there. Aho. Yo. Very good. Shake out your legs. Now we're going to do those same exercises, but now we're going to do them with a crescent kick. So what we're going to do is you're going to swing your leg outwards and outwards. Then you're going to swing your legs inwards and inwards. Okay? Actually, let's change up the order so that it makes a little bit more sense. We're going to go to the right twice and then to the left twice. So you're going to go circle out, legs apart, circle in, then other way, circle out, and circle in. All right, so we're going to do it like this. If you guys can take a look, it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. Let's do 20 axe kicks like that. Ready? By my count, let's go. 1, 2, set, net, toss up, yes up. Here you go. There. Aho. Here. 1, 2, set, net, toss up, yes up. Here you go. There. Aho. Yo. Very good. Shake out your legs. It's very important to give you guys some hip mobility. Okay? If you ever hear old people complaining about their hip being too stiff, that's because they didn't do very many exercises like this. So while you're still young, make sure your hips are mobile. All right, guys? Okay, let's move on. Next thing we're going to do for today, we're going to work on your balance a little bit. But before we do, you're going to do a very specific exercise to work on pivoting. Okay? I want you guys to go grab a chair. Go find a chair that you can put your leg on. It should be somewhere above your knee to around your hip level. Okay? So you can put your leg on a chair. I'll give you guys 30 seconds to figure it out. Okay, so hopefully you have a chair now. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to have you point the chair, actually, honestly, wherever. But I want your feet to be in very specific positions. We're going to practice turning our body and turning our legs together, but your feet have to be in very specific positions when you do so. So this is how you pivot properly for front kick, for turning kick, and for side kick. So what I mean by that is this. So for front kick, we all know if I have my toes facing forward, my knee can buckle, or my heel comes off the ground, or sometimes both, all of which are not good for my balance. Instead, what do I need to do in order to kick higher? I need to pivot my leg to the side for my front kick. Right? So my starting position is this for my front kick. It is not this. Right? So it's a half turn. Now, whenever we talk about turning kick and side kick, we talk about the full turn, a 180-degree turn from toes forward to the back for turning kick and also for side kick. Your toes should be in the same position. Now, the problem with turning to the back for a lot of people is they feel like they're turning backwards. So when people's toes are facing this way, oftentimes I see people face this way too, And that's not exactly what I want. I need this. Okay, and some people ask me, Master Kenneth, but I can't have my toes forward while turning my body sideways. My hips don't work that way. Well, you're wrong. They do. If you can turn your toes this way on the ground, you actually can turn it this way with one leg in the air. It's no different. Okay, but you have to start in that position first. You have to understand how your body can get into that position. To do so, you're gonna do something very simple. Okay, have your feet face forward. Turn your leg to the side. Put your leg on the chair. Now, you're gonna twist your body to the side. So my body right now is facing forward, but my toe is facing side on my bottom leg. When I turn my body to the side, my toes are gonna face backwards. My front leg is gonna go sideways. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This looks like you're dancing, but you know what? That's okay. No one's around to watch you, I think. Hopefully not. Okay, so go 1, 2. Switch between these two positions. We're gonna do that 10 times. Ready? Follow me. 시작. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. Make sure your hips are turning. 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Hopefully something you can get used to is turning this much. Okay, now let's try the same thing with the other leg. Put your leg in the air and turn your body. Go. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 오, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Very good. Shake out your legs. Now, once again, I mentioned this is really important because you need to pivot. Okay, right now we're doing what's called a jumping pivot. Okay, if you guys didn't know, there's actually 3 kinds of pivots that we do when we kick. Number 1, some people, this is called the stepping pivot or the planted pivot. Turn your leg to the side, and then you kick. So that's, you're planting your leg with the turn. Or some people jump up a little bit and turn their body. That's the jumping pivot. Now the one you're supposed to do, for Pumse, for example, I don't have a name for this, but this is the correct one. You're supposed to pivot on the ground. That's called the grounded pivot, shall we? My body doesn't actually leave the ground. I just put my weight onto the ball of my foot, so the front part of my leg, and turn on a smaller part. Because you can't really turn on a flat foot. If both your heel and your ball of your foot are on the ground, you can't turn very well. But if you put your weight on the front of your legs, turning is a lot easier. So that's one thing you guys need to learn how to do when you pivot. Okay, so are we doing all this? Why are we doing all this? To turn and kick better, to side kick better. So you're gonna start with front kick position. Turn your leg to the side, raise your knee, you're gonna turn, and you're gonna kick. Then you're gonna turn back. Turn and kick, turn back. Okay, we're gonna practice pivoting your toes to the back when you kick. Let's do 5 on your right, 5 on your left. Follow me. Right leg up, find center beat, ha, and let's go. Now, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. Very good. Change your legs. Ready? Knee up, half turn, and go. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, and 다섯. Ha. Very good. Shake out your legs. Now, we're going to do the same thing with your side kick. Now remember, there's a few more complications in the turn, because not only do you have to turn your leg sideways, but you also have to draw your knee back before you kick. So when you turn your hips, tuck in your knee backwards, and try not to have your knee come down. So if my knee starts here, I don't want my knee to be down here, because look where my hips are. I want my knee to be up at my hip level. So I want to maintain the height of my knee. If my knee starts above my hip, when I pivot over, my knee should stay at the same height as when I started. All right, so let's try this out, shall we? Start from here. I'm going to stay face sideways first so that you guys can see the proper position for your knee and your hip. Okay, so we'll face this way. Raise your knee up, tuck in your foot, pivot, right? Remember, half turn here. Turn your body and tuck in and kick. And then turn back. Ready? Hana. 2. Set. Net. 5. Ha. Very good. Let's do the same thing with the other leg. I'm going to face the other way so you guys can see my posture. Ready? Half turn, knee up, and now. 2. Set. Net. 5. Ha. Okay, hopefully, you guys, this will help you a little bit when you're doing your kicking with your pivot, your body position. So take note of that, guys. We're going to move on from here and get a quick water break. Try it. Good night. Good job, everyone.
Don't worry, next week I'll bring you. I'm gonna try for that. Maybe we'll just switch it to some.
Okay, everyone, welcome back. Let's do a little bit of stretching before we continue. Today, we're going to do some seated stretches. So have a seat. All right, and now let's separate our legs. Straddle stretch. Widen your legs, push your hips forward, keep your toes facing up, and don't let them roll down. In this position, right, reach up with your hands, reach forward, and go as far as you can handle. Ready? Let's do 2 sets. For now. 3. Set. Net. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. You'll try to reach a little further. 9. 2. Set. Net. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Reach towards your right side. Do 2 sets here as well. 1, 2, set, net, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go even further. We can try to bring both your hands towards your leg. 1, 2, set, net, 5, 6, 7. Go. 8, 9. Change your legs. 1, 2, set, net, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll reach for your leg with both hands. 1, 2, set, net, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, from here, let's bring your legs in front of you. Legs, reach forward. 1, 2, set, net, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll try to go even further. Try to break further down into your leg. 1, 2, set, net, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bring your feet together. Bounce your knees up and down. There it is. Do butterfly stretch, reaching forward, 2 sets. Now, there. Set. Net. 다섯. 여섯. 일곱. 여덟. 아홉. 열. Here, go even further down. 하나. 둘. 셋. 넷. 다섯. 여섯. 일곱. 여덟. 아홉. 열. From here, let's stand up. We're going to start practicing some pumse. Okay, guys, so for today, right, we're going to focus on a few of them. We're not going to do all of them. I would like you to tell me in the comments which one you guys want to work on. Okay, so whichever one you prefer to do, right, I'm going to take the majority of the comments, and then we'll figure out which pumse we're going to do today. Please let me know which ones you guys think you need to work on the most, and I'll be sure to cover them, okay, if I can. So I'll give you guys 20 seconds. All right, enter into the comments which pumse you want to work on, and whichever pumse has the most votes, I'm gonna cover. Okay, I'm seeing a few people ask for 6, 7, 8, and choreo. So today, I decided we're going to cover, say 6, 7, and 8, and every time we'll do choreo. We'll start with the 6, 7, and 8 first. Okay, so let's cover some things first. Facing forward, try it. Okay, let's go through take 6 by my counts. Facing forward, try it. Sorry, I did that already. Ready. Take 6 by my count. Let's start with low block and forward stance. Enough. From your front kick, land behind an outer block. Third. So make sure here that pivot happens because you're doing a front kick. But when you land, pivot back for your back stance. Set. Net. To the front, single net hand block with your right hand, left leg. Now. Turning kick to the head, roundhouse. Now. And horse riding stance, step to the side, outer block punch. Third, front kick, left hand punch. Third, outer block punch. Set, front kick, right punch. Third, slow move, double low block with your hands. Single knife hand block with your left hand, right leg. Ha! Turning kick. Third, ha! Key up, land horse riding stance, turn around, low block and forward stance. Ha! Front kick. Land behind, back stance. Now, third. Step to the back, turn that hand block enough. Third. Turn that hand block again. Set your hand for palm block, step back enough. Palm block punch. Set your hands again. Enough. Bottom. Take your front leg, step back in, and go back to your B. Let's try that one more time on your own time. Following my count. Make sure for take 6, you remember all the outer block movements. Follow an L or a semicircle. When you make a outer block in your back stance, it's shoulder level. So raise your hand, go straight across. When you're in a forward stance, come up to your shoulder and bring it even higher in a semicircle at your head level. Okay, one of the most common areas I see is people would make a forward stance and the outer block goes like this. It's too wide. You have to maintain a 90-degree angle here. All right. So when you raise your hand, you're not straightening it out. You're just raising your elbow. Okay. In comparison, let's go through takeout 6 on your own time. Type to me. On your own time, takeout 6. You jump. Ha! Auto. Sure. Okay, guys, if you have any questions about takeout 6, please do let me know. Otherwise, we're going to move on to takeout 7. Okay, let's continue with takeout 7. Check. Good night. Ready from here, position B. Takeout 7, palm block to the left in tiger stance. Now, front kick, line behind, middle block, deux. Turn around, palm block set. Net. To the front, you're going to do twin low block in back stance. Deux. To the side, you're going to do supported palm block, followed by back twist. Now, deux. To the front, close your hands, bring it up to your mouth level. Right, one hand in the fist, one hand tucked around your other hand. Now, scissor block, left hand up, left hand down. Deux, scissor block, right hand up, right hand down. You're going to turn around and do a wedge block. Now, make sure your wedge block starts from your shoulder level. Don't start down and raise your hand. Start from your shoulder level and end up at your shoulder level. Ready? Knee strike and double uppercut. Now, your X block, start from your left side. Turn around, wedge block. Now, third. Set. To the back, side back this. Now, third. Set. Net. Tussle. Yes, sir. Ha! Bottom. Sure. Okay, very good. So we take up 7. The most important things I want you guys to remember are the second half, honestly. So scissor block, remember to have your hands pointing away from one another and to set your hands twice. After the wedge block, remember, lower your hands below your knee and set your hands to your belt, palm down, before you punch and twist at the end. To the back, your side back fist, I want you to do it to your eye level, and I want you to set your hand to your shoulder. So you're going to strike from your shoulder to your eye level. Okay, so don't start from your belt. Okay? All right, let's go through takeout 7 on your own time, following my speed. 10, 3. Here jump. Ha! Bottom. Okay, well, let's move on to the next one. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to go through takeout 8, unless anyone has any questions about 7. All right, so let's go through that. Check. to me. Let's start with take a 8. So an outer block in back stance now. Punch. Third. Double front kick, middle block, double punch. Set. Ha! Step forward punch. Next. Turn around, single mountain block, and up. Turn around, slow uppercut. Third. Turn around, single mountain block, and up. Third. Step to the back, look to the front, twin knife hand block, and up. Face forward stance, punch. Third. Set. Front kick, land behind, step behind, palm block. To the side, twin knife hand block, and up. Make sure you're in a good tiger stance here. And up. Front kick, backhand punch. On block, and up. Turn around, twin knife hand block. Now, front kick, backhand punch. Third, on block. To the back, twin low block. Front kick, jumping front kick. Ha! Middle block, double punch. Turn around, single knife and block. Now, elbow back fist punch. Now, turn around, now. Third, bottom. Relax. Okay, very good. Hopefully you guys don't have any trouble with that. Okay, for take 8, the important thing I want you guys to remember is your stances. For example, when you are doing a single mountain block, this is a modified forward stance, parallel forward stance. Both your feet are facing 45 degrees to the side. So if this is 0 and this is 90, you're halfway in between and your heels are on the same line. Right, from here. And then you turn around, you're in a normal forward stance. So remember that whenever you turn on the spot, your legs have to shift over so that your feet don't end up crossed like this. Okay, so your front leg has to shift to the side. All right, now let's continue. We'll take 8 on your own time. Ready, check. Connect. I'm going to shift back a little bit here. Okay, ready? Too big. Ready. On your own time, take a kick. She's up. Ha! Ha! Bottom. Sure. Okay, does anyone have any questions so far? You guys have been awfully quiet ever since I started doing Kumse. Remember, guys, not having questions just means that you haven't thought about it enough. Okay? So if you guys are really paying attention and you're thinking about what we're doing, you probably have something you want to ask me, right, about the Pumse. So while we keep doing it, right, feel free to ask me about any of the Pumse that we've already covered, and I'll talk about it at the end if you guys have any questions. Okay, but otherwise, we're going to go through choreo. So those of you who have not learned choreo or have not learned 8 or 7 or only doing 6, whichever Kumse you don't know how to do, that is okay. You can either watch or you can practice your Kumse on your own a little bit while you wait for us to finish, all right? So let's continue with choreo. And then from there, we can wrap up this class. Facing forward, hit it, in there. Choreo Kumse Jumbi, bring your hands up to your chest level and bring it up. Here, to left hand block and out. From here, double side kick into left hand strike punch. Third. Middle block set. Left. Tussle. Now. To the front, low strike choke. Now. Third, front kick, low strike choke. Set. Front kick into knee break. Now. Third, turn around. Wedge block. Third, front kick, knee break. Now, wedge block. Turn around, single knife and block. Enough. One, third. Crossing side kick. Enough. Go block. Third. Set. Net. Single knife and block. Crossing side kick. Sorry, after the punch. Net. Hustle. Press up. Keep together. Open your hands. Close your left hand. Halfway through. And up in front of you. Make sure your hands, the side of your hand is touching your palm. Turn around, left hand strike, and then low strike. Enough. Step forward, middle strike, strike. Inward strike, and then low strike. Enough. Step forward, choke, enough. Ha! Huddle. Check. Okay, guys, so hopefully that was helpful for you. For choreo, try to remember that your hand techniques are very important, but so are your kicks. Okay, so the few things we need to cover. Number one, reverse knife hand strike. From your shoulder, set your hand the same way you would set a side back twist, but now with half a twist rather than only a quarter of a twist, right? In a forward stance. Okay, whether you do it after a kick, or whether you do it turning around, the set position is still the same. Point forward, touch your shoulder, swing your hand forward, right? Like a higher low block. All right, now, also, techniques such as this. After your single knife hand block, which by the way, you should still be making an L for, right? And then the punch, you have to make sure that your punch doesn't come towards your hand. You want your hand to wrap around the same spot. And you want your hands to both be straight. So both of your elbows should be straight. And how do you do this? By turning your shoulders. Okay, so your shoulders have to almost be parallel with one another when you throw that punch. Okay, so you need my shoulders moving over here. Also, set your hands for the low strike from this position. So following the side kick, make sure you set your hands with both your palms down. Okay, so far, if you guys have any questions about choreo, do let me know. But for now, let's go through the choreo on your own time, following my speed, and then we'll see where we go from there. Good. Choreo from Sidekick. 시작. 하! 하! 바로. Sure. Okay, guys, so that's it for Pumse for today. So we covered 6 all the way up into the choreo. So this is the time, guys. I'm going to give you 20 seconds to ask any questions that you might have about the Pumse. In this time also, right, please do put a like onto our video, please. I see that there's 10 of you in this video, but I only see 4 likes. I don't know what's happening there, but clearly that has to be a mistake, right? It has to be a mistake, right? You guys can't be intentionally not liking the video, could you? Let's fix that, shall we? I want to see that number go up to 10. Now that we have 10 people in this. 9 people, fine. 9 people in the video. It's a glitch, eh? Sure, okay. If you say so. So in the meantime, guys, please do, right, think about a question that you have for me. Right, do you guys have any questions about your pumse? Please let me know now. Let me know what you guys have for. So what questions you guys have for me? Okay, good question. Okay, so Chase and Connor, I don't know who I'm talking to, but one of you wants to improve your double sidekick. Okay, so double sidekick is not easy to improve. Okay, so with double sidekick improve, focus on speed or power. Okay, so those are both very related questions. So honestly, the most important thing for double sidekick isn't speed, it's not power, it's control. Okay, so if you can put your foot into the knee position and the head position with good balance, once you can do it with control, speed and power will come more easily. Okay? So, and David, in the sense of what do you focus on speed and power, I'll put it another way to you as well, right? I can do my kick with an excessive amount of power, but bad technique. But I can do my kick quickly with high speed and good technique. That being said, there's still enough power in my kick for it to look like it has force behind it. Okay? So speed is more important, but there's still a minimum amount of power you're going to have if your technique is right. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to you. All right? So I'm going to very quickly explain how to improve the double side kick. So, first of all, you need to be able to place your knee at your, place your foot at your knee level and place it at your head level. Now, if that's the problem you have in terms of height, you need to work on one of two things. Flexibility, right? Stretching out your groin and your hamstring, right? So this one position here is very good for working on that. Toes up, toes side, and shift into this stretch right here. This stretch is going to give you most of the flexibility you need for front kick, turning kick, and side kick. Now, if it's about your muscles, if you feel like not the inside of your leg is resisting you, but the outside is, that's one of two things. It's either technique, so start with your knee higher before you extend your leg, or it's your muscular strength. You might not have the strength to raise your leg that high. If that's the case, you're going to need to train it more. Start by raising your leg. Start by doing oblique sit-ups. Okay, if you don't know what an oblique sit-up is, that's simply starting with your leg. Instead of having a normal sit-up position, turn your body to the side and come up at an angle. All right? So those set of muscles are what is going to help you raise your side kick higher. Now, in regards to speed and power with technique, right, the technique part of it is very important. Because when you draw your leg back for a side kick, you're going forward, yes? But what about when you're going higher than body level? You need to draw your leg back, but you also have to raise it up. So let's start from the first kick. The first one is not a true side kick. It's a half side kick. So you start with the knee in front and you turn halfway. Now, when you raise your knee, right, you're going to tuck it in, but not backwards. You're going to raise it in line with your shoulder, but more upwards. So I'm focusing on this way with a little bit of this way, if that makes sense. Before I extend the leg upwards, and notice that my shoulders come down when I do so. Once you can do that with the chair, try and do it without the chair. 1, 2. And then from there, speed. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay? So that's the progression you can use to improve on the height of your double side kick, as well as the speed, as well as the technique. So if you guys have any further questions, please do ask. Otherwise, we're going to end here. Actually, maybe we can look at the debrief then. Yes. Okay, so Master Mehdi will be coming in a second to debrief you, so please listen carefully. And good job, guys.
Oh, wow. We're busy class today. Who do we have? Ryder is here. Hello, who's Casey Chung?
That would be Chase and Connor, sir.
Chase and Connor. Hello, Chase and Connor. How are you guys? Courtney is here. Courtney, how come I never see you anymore? Where are you? I only see you once in a blue moon. Hello, David. How are you? Great, great, great. How was everybody's class? I hope you guys enjoyed your class. I heard Master Kenneth earlier asking for the thumbs up, but I only see 6 of these, and I see 9 people watching. Please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and the like button, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel. As you may already know, we have started resuming the classes here at the Westside location and at the Dunbar location. If you guys are interested in coming in for class, in-person class, you're more than welcome to join us for those. We are running classes every single day with the COVID restrictions and cleaning procedure. Hopefully, soon we will be out of this mess. This nightmare will be over, and we will go back to doing what we used to do and train together in person, and not have to worry about COVID-19. David says class was amazing, sir. Amazing. Ooh. Wow, Master Kenneth, you outdid yourself today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, David.
Thank you. Did they have any questions, Master Kenneth, or are they done asking questions as well?
I think that's probably it for today.
All right. Awesome job, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, as I mentioned earlier, please make sure you do so and click the like button on the videos. Share the videos so that your friends and your family can take advantage of training as well. And I will see you guys all next week. Same time, same channel. My name is Master Mehdi Sadati. That's Master Kenneth Lim. And we will see you guys all next time. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great rest of the weekend. And it looks like it's cloudy or raining now. So hopefully it's not raining and you guys can go outside and enjoy the day. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Have a great Saturday and the rest of the weekend. Bye, everyone. 차렷, 기니에, 감사합니다.